I'm Dr. Linda Gromko, and this is Transgender Medicine Made Simple. Today we're looking at a question of the week, and that question is, will taking estrogen make me shorter? This question was submitted as a comment from a reader, so let's explore it in 3 simple points. Point number 1, estrogen closes the growth plate of our long bones. Now, the growth plate is called the epiphysis, and I'm going to show you a picture of this in a second, but this is true for everybody. So if somebody is still growing, estrogen will shorten the remaining period of growth by accelerating the growth plate closure. Once the growth plates have fused, this is true for adults, the length of the long bones, like in our legs, will not change. We don't get taller or shorter. So let's take a look at a skeleton. You can see the skeleton here. And what I'm referring to are these long bones, for example, in the thigh, in the tibia and fibula, etc. But let's go on here. If we look at ends of the bone, we can see the epiphysis or the growth plate. Now, this is a picture here showing the tibia, the fibula. These are in the lower leg. And this little portion, as you can see, has a line here. There's a line here. So these are the epiphyseal growth plates in the tibia and in the fibula. Now, these will fuse together once a person has reached their full growth. Now, at that point, there will be no further long bone growth. Now, we do know that in puberty, these are still open and waiting to be fused. But once they fuse, the growth is done. So when these fuse, the growth will stop. Point number 2, many grown adults do lose height, but this can come from postural changes in how we hold ourselves, kyphosis, which is the forward bending of the upper spine, the discs between the vertebrae, and I'll show you this in a second, degenerate or dehydrate. There can be vertebral compression fractures and osteoporosis, which is bone thinning. And all of these things can make an adult lose height. Point number 3, the time of day can actually make a difference in height. So take a look at my drawing here. In this diagram, we're seeing the vertebrae, okay? And in between the vertebrae, where my green arrows are, you can see the discs. Now, these discs can degenerate in time. They can also lose water in the discs through the day by way of gravity. So we can actually be 1 to 2 centimeters shorter if we measure ourselves in the evening rather than in the morning. Isn't that interesting? So some trans women have reported losing a little height after they start estrogen, but this is more likely to be due to changes in posture rather than changes in bone length. Now, does your experience differ from this? If so, please tell me about this. And do you have a question you'd like to explore in a question of the week? If so, please leave it in the comment section below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.